I forgot to add myself to the screen before I went live. Whoopsie. Hi, everybody. Hi, Liza. Hi, Samantha. How are you guys doing? I got to do a little fix on my hair. I still have the I woke up like this hair. So I need to fix that really quick. How's everybody doing this morning? Let me know what is in your cup and what is on your hook. And forgive me while I fix my hair. I should have done this before I got live. I think I woke up a little late this morning. My daughter told me I need to start setting an alarm for Saturdays too. Alrighty. Hi, Samantha. How are you? I think you are new to my lives, aren't you? Hey, Maribel. Always a pleasure. So nice to see you. You guys, I have not worked on much crochet. Well, really any crochet, I think, for about 2 weeks now. I need to. Maybe that's what I'm going to do today. Do some crochet. All right. I don't know. All right. That wasn't a very good job, but it's going to have to do, right? Oh, I pulled a little bit too much out here. Wrong way. You do this side. Woo, woo, woo. Well, welcome. Hi, Anjanette. How are you? And welcome, Samantha. So nice to see you. So nice to have you here. And yep, you guys, let me know what is in your cup and what is on your hook. So on my hook, I still have the scarf that I'm working on for my sister. So I still have that. And if you want me to show you guys, let me know. I think I showed it the last couple times. I haven't really made much progress on that. And then in my cup is my normal, my huge. Ooh, it's got a cat hair in there. Hang on. Oh my god, I have way too many cats, but I'm finding cat hair in my coffee. Sorry about that. Anyway, so oh, you're working on a tester top. That's awesome. Hi, Sarah. How are you? How are you? Coffee in your cup and lace wrap. Lace wrap on your hook. Awesome. You're making hats for Carrot. So Cheryl Lill is making hats for cancer patients, which is awesome. I love that. Oh, and you're part of the Affordably Geeky Raid. Woohoo! Love it. Love it. And hi, let's see here. It says, hi, Jody. Jody, who's Jody? Hey, Bev, how are you? Oh, there's Jody. I must have not seen it yet. It's good for you. Extra protein, right? I got cat hair on everything, you know? What am I going to do? I missed your hi, Jody. I'm so sorry. Hello, Jody. How are you? Hi, Ellen. Hello. Last of your French vanilla cappuccino for today, otherwise water. And you're working on the BOD butterfly effect shawl. And that's Barbara. Barbara, I saw your list of pets. Oh my goodness, I thought I had a lot of pets. Hey, Linda, how are you? So welcome everybody coming from the Affordably Geeky Raid. So nice to have you here. Hi, Terry. Hi. Besides cat hair in my coffee cup, it's my usual. I have coffee with some Splenda and sugar-free caramel syrup. Just plain coffee. I don't put cream in it. Let's see. No cream in my coffee. I did ask for it and I loved it. Good morning, Carla. So nice to see you here. Oh, Jody, the Affordably Geeky raid is so on Saturday mornings. There's like a series of people that always go live, and first up is usually Kim and Ginger. They usually are on Kim's channel, which is Affordably Crafty, but the name of the show is Affordably Geeky because it's Yarn Geek and Affordably Crafty, and they do a show for 2 to 3 hours on Saturday mornings, and it's usually themed. And then from there, they come to my show, which mine is usually about 2 hours. And then I don't know, where do you guys go next? Yes, Cheryl Lil. I've got one right here, and that was one, and then I've got two more out there. Anyway, I agree. So, what is Cheryl says? What is sad about making hats for cancer patients is when some of them are for kids. I agree. Yeah, and you hope that they fight it off and everything's a-okay. Hey, Ginger, how are you? Oh, Samantha, you guys, Samantha is new to crocheting. She has been crocheting for 2 months. That is awesome. How have you been enjoying it so far? So that's my, excuse me. So this right here is Lady Jane, and she's my glass head. That is a half double crochet in the round beanie that I made for her. I changed the color up on this. And then that is a headband that I got from the Dollar Tree to add a little pizzazz to, and a little bit of seasonal theme to my setup. This right here is the new box for Darn Good Yarn, which I will unpackage that. And there used to be a picture up here. It is now on the couch because my little guy, Mr. Maine Coon, let me see if I can hey, Peanut, can you bring me Mr. I knocked the pictures down because I'm trying to kill moths. Yeah, he knocked the picture down.
Tiny demon?
Yeah, the little tiny demon. Yes. Screech. Hey, Consuela, how are you?
Missy's not going to be very happy with this fish, too.
No, I'll keep him on this. I've got Stella right here, and she is not a fan of this little dude.
No one is.
All right.
None of our cats are.
All right, this guy, he's our little demon. He is actually a sweetheart, but he is a kitten still, so he gets into everything. Don't you, dude? All right, and Stella's getting a little uncomfortable on the other side. Oh, you got me. You ready? Okay, go. Anyway, he's a kitten. So he literally climbs the walls. Yeah, Little John's has one in the afternoon. I know Connie's channel has it. And why do I always forget Connie's channel name? Why do I do that? I need to go fix it. Go, Amber, go fix yourself some coffee. That sounded like I already had a little extra in my coffee, but no, that was just me not being able to talk. And Samantha says, I like it. And I'm on my third blanket and making a blanket for my cousin. That's awesome. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. You're enjoying it. Keep it up. I mean, just the what you can make is amazing. Thank you, Bev. I know it, but in my brain. Thank you, Bev. So just another stitch. Connie, she has one. It starts about an hour after mine stops. And also Little John has one as well. And then usually, but not today and not next week, but usually the yarn hookers go live at 5 p.m. But we are on vacation. So that won't happen today or next week. Hi, Lacey. How are you? No, you're absolutely right, Bev. It is just another stitch. You know what it is I keep, every time I think of her channel, I think a stitch in time. And I'm like, I know that's not it. That is not it. But I don't know why when do I do? I do my lives every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Now I didn't do it last Saturday, but that's only because I had a really rough day last Friday, and then I didn't sleep at all that night. So that morning it was horrible. So you know how when you don't sleep, everything's much bigger than it really is, you know? Um, so yeah, so I was like all tired and weepy, and it wasn't pretty. So I was like, I can't do this. I can't get on here and be like, hi everybody, I'm okay, you know. And I just needed some sleep so that my mind can process like it was supposed to. But anyway, usually it's 11 a.m. on Saturdays, and I'm usually live for about 2 hours. Now I do want to. Ooh. Cheryl says, I got a $20 mystery box from Darn Good Yarn. It's yellow and turquoise. 5-weight fancy bag will be made. Ooh, that sounds awesome. I love it. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. Here, let me get these. All right. So while I'm leaning over and grabbing all the goodies here, so you guys know, if you're new to watching me live, I do a giveaway at the end of my live every Saturday. It's a little giveaway, but I do a giveaway at the end of my live every Saturday. The catch is you do need to have been active within the last 5 minutes, because it does pull from the chat itself. So but what you can choose from, I have a number of things that you can choose from. And then if you win, you can choose from one of these. So I have the coaster set from Darn Good Yarn. I have the tassel. I have, and now the buttons. I have lots and lots of buttons. Now you can choose one set of buttons. So I have the set of 3 wooden buttons. All right, I'm going to have to get Peanut. Ro, can you get either Ipit or Screech and take one of them into jail with you, please? Into jail is into her room. It just means that they need to be separated for a little bit. They're keeping each other pretty rambunctious.
No, I'm putting one of them in the bathroom.
Okay, well, don't put little one in the bathroom because he gets into the linen closet. Okay, anyway, buttons. So this is another set of buttons. The butterflies, they're called. Oh, they don't have a name on these. And then these I just picked up. So these say handmade with love. So those are buttons. And then I've got this gigantic button. It's kind of ceramic-like. And then I have the kitty heads. And I'm going to read what you guys are writing here in a minute. So kitty heads. And then forest babies, which this was a favorite. This is super duper cute. Flowers. Super colorful. And then kitties, their whole bodies, not just the heads. I actually have a couple of those. A couple of the heads and a couple of the bodies. And then ladybugs. And finally, the unicorn, which is Crystal's favorite. I brought them back. So that's what I've got. What you can choose from if you win. I know, a lot. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and come back up here. Yes, that is true. So, and yes, I did see that. So today, Ginger is going to be live with Bliss This, who makes crochet earrings and I think she makes other jewelry, but I know definitely crochet earrings at 5 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be on Ginger's channel at the Yarn Geek. I don't have a Twitch channel. I was thinking about starting broadcasting on Twitch instead of Twitter, or instead of Facebook. I think instead of Twitter. I was thinking about that. I do have, let me take that back. I do have a Twitch channel, but I'd have to kind of remake it because it's more dedicated to my gaming stuff. So, well, like my gaming name and stuff like that. My gaming name, you guys, is Cheeky. So I probably have to develop a new one, but I haven't yet. So, but it's something I've thought about. And Cheryl, I can't wait to see that bag. I cannot wait to see that bag. Bev said, I read this somewhere. If you think everyone hates you, you probably need something to eat. If you think you hate everyone, you probably need some sleep. Yeah, right? I like that. I like that a lot. Ow, no, stop. Stella just attacked this when it was in my hand. Stella, that was not a toy. But yeah, I like that a lot. But and I just yeah, I was not in a good place last Saturday morning. So forgive me for that, but I really needed to just get some more sleep. Stop fighting with me. I'm not trying to play with you, Missy. Jody says, "Oh yay! I didn't know that a giveaway is nice." And she agrees with you, Bev. That is so true. Samantha says, "How long have I been crocheting?" So I have been crocheting off and on for, oh, I really did a bad job in putting my hair up this morning. Oh well. I started in my early 20s, so it's over 20 years. But I've always been I don't know if simple is the right word. It may be a simple crocheter. I like stuff that's quick and easy to make, and I don't get into the details so much. I'm not somebody who would be consider myself a lace maker, or I don't make intricate stuff. I like to make stuff that's easy to make, practical to use, that kind of stuff. So that's me. That's me. Anjanette, AJ's personal touch is also Anjanette, you guys, those that are new. Says he asked if you had enough, and depending on the type of filter on the packaged ones you got, the homes might be able to use them, or the schools. He works at the hospital and a high school here. I think I missed something there, Anjanette. Hang on, let me back up. Okay, Ginger, I was catching up last night and was watching your Michael's grab bag haul, and he was chuckling at everything you said, and more masks. And more masks. I need to catch up with that one. And yeah, so I did miss that. Sorry about that. I missed that comment. Jody, thank you. He is very, very cute, and he's sweet, but he gets, yeah, exactly, bad kitty. He gets into trouble. Hey, and Granny D, so nice to see you. All right, let me go back up. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, Lacey, thank you so much. The cute kitties, they're so cute. These little kitty heads, and then the kitty bodies. Oh, I just put back two of the kitty bodies. I meant to put back one kitty, the kitty bodies. So cute. Yeah, the forest babies, those were popular, so I got those pretty quickly. Those, I think they went the first day that I brought them out. Yes, that big button. Isn't this awesome? Love the big button. Jody, she does make like doily earrings. Yes, they're not super big, but they are big. You know, like they're noticeable. And that's talking about Bliss this. Ellen says, hi, Granny D. When it's done, I'll email a picture to you. Oh, that would be awesome. I would love that, Cheryl. Please do. Thank you. Vicky. Hi, Vicky. So nice to see you here. So Vicky says, I got my kitty head buttons from Joann's. Oh, so cool. Well, and I think Joann sells the same brand. I get mine because I don't have a Joann's close to me. I get my buttons from Walmart. Yes, bad kitty. Exactly. Yeah, they are. I agree. They're really, really cute. Yeah, this would make so cute buttons, like on a set of PJs or something. Anyway, I don't know. They're not for me though. I got them for you guys. Abby says it would be awesome to have a bunch of neutral colored cardigans, and each one has a different set of animal buttons. Oh my gosh, you are so right. I would love that. That's so cool. You are so right. AJ says, I definitely need sleep this week. I was grumpy and not liking anyone after the doctor's appointment on Wednesday, depending on what they do to you at the doctor's. I understand that. And also, if you have to fast before your appointment, what? And then they keep you waiting forever? What? Hey, Crojo, so nice to see you. I saw your new release on your not the planner, but the like the project keeper, where you keep all your project ideas. Love that. I like the video, but for some reason I'm having a problem. Sometimes I have a problem with the comments popping up, so I can't make a comment. But I did do a like on it, and I watched the whole thing, so it was pretty awesome. Samantha says, here are some crochet YouTube channels that I recommend for you. They are Jada and Stitches, which I highly recommend Jada and Stitches, with Crochet with Tiffany Hansen and Little John Yarn and the Crochet Car. So the only one out of those that I haven't watched like religiously when I started watching YouTube crocheters was Crochet with Tiffany Hansen. So I need to check her out. And I probably have seen her stuff. I just haven't really got one. But Samantha, if you haven't yet, you should check out Bag O Day. She's also really, really good. She has over 500, maybe getting close to 600 tutorials on her channel now. So it's pretty extensive. She's got a pretty extensive library, kind of like Jada and Stitches. And everybody's saying, hey, Crojo. Hi, Granny and Consuelo. Hey, Samantha. Yeah, Crojo says, I love Jada. Me too. I am always been a big Jada fan. Jada's actually my number one go-to. And it's her. When I say I'm a simple crocheter, it's the stuff that she crochets that I like to crochet. It's practical, simpler shapes that I really like. That's what I like to do, because I like to create more items than intricate items. Does that make sense? Because I feel like the more intricate an item gets, the more time you have to put into it, and the more focus you have to put to it. And Lord knows I cannot focus. I can't focus. So anyway, let me start asking the questions, because we are about 22 minutes in and I need to start asking some questions. So I love to ask icebreaker questions. For those of you new here, and that is pretty much how I run my Saturdays. So it's a bunch of icebreaker questions, and then sometimes I get a little gabby in between them, and sometimes you guys lead the questions. And every once in a while, Amber will pop in an awesome question, and we use that as an icebreaker question, right, Amber? You see the ears? There she is. Stella, are you done with me? Am I moving too? Oh, what's wrong? A little attitude. You're not going to walk across. You're too big to walk across the table, sweet girl. You are too. This was my grandma's kitty cat. She's somewhere between 12 and 15 years old. But she's lived with a few of us in the family. My social media. So I am on Twitter. I'm hooked left, and on Instagram I'm hooked to the left, just like I am here. Oh, I'm putting her down. She's wanting to go, but I don't want her walking across the table. So, because she's kind of big. I have no problem with that, but she gets in the way and knocks things over. Kind of like me and my booty. Knock things over, and I'm like, what happened? Anyway, let me see the first question. All right. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. When I go from week to week, it's a lot easier because I've forgotten where I've left off at. So I think this is the next question that I need to ask you guys. What is your favorite ride at a theme park? What is your favorite ride at a theme park? You do, Amber. You're so awesome. Thanks, Crojo. Thank you so much. But that was Stella. I've got 3 others floating around here, and I don't know if you saw Screech earlier. He's our little bad kitten. He's been getting into everything. It's time to get him fixed, to be honest with you, because he's been terrorizing the other boy kitties, and he doesn't mess with Stella because Stella will put him down. She wants nothing to do with him. My plus cat is a rescue, 13 years old. Oh, that's so sweet, Sarah. Tootsie, love her to bits. I love that. Jody says her favorite ride is the biggest roller coaster. AJ says the roller coasters. Emmy says roller coaster. Oh, you guys love the roller coasters. Sarah says, the wussy ones. I'm a scaredy cat. I have 2 cats and a bunny named Phyllis. Aw, we would have a bunny if we could. But my husband, he's actually allergic to cats, but he takes some allergy meds and it helps with that. But it wouldn't help with bunnies. Bunnies, he's really, like, we walked into a pet store that had bunnies. You know, they used to have them in the front and they had like this pin. It would have like guinea pigs or bunnies or ferrets or, anyway, it had bunnies. And as soon as he walked into the pet store, his eyes started watering up and itching. So yeah, we got to stay away from bunnies in this house. Unfortunately, we can't even have them outdoors because we would handle them and then come indoors. So no bunnies for us, unfortunately. Ooh, water slides. Yes. Love the water slides. My favorite rides. I haven't been to a theme park in so long, but I used to go to them all the time when I lived in Florida. And, I think that it's a blend of the roller coasters that you can get wet on. You know what I'm talking about? I love those because I grew up in Florida. So anytime you can get wet in the summer, good thing. You just have to have the right shoes on for it. That's all. Nothing spinning, Emmy says. I get sick easily from. Oh, okay. So what about like loop-de-loop roller coasters? Or is it just like spinning like Gravitron? Have I watched Kim's channel, Samantha? Are you talking about Affordably Crafty? Yes, I have watched her channel. Oh, even more so on. Okay. And you know what? That's a good point. So Crojo is saying you always have to be around. Hard to go on trips with a rabbit. I imagine so. Because you have to fill in their food daily. So it isn't like a cat where usually with cats, unless you have one that will just engorge himself, but usually with cats, you can just get a bigger bowl of food and then they graze and feed themselves. And then you have a big bowl of water and they graze and take care of it themselves. Dogs, on the other hand, usually you can get them into a kennel if you need to travel. But I don't know if they have something like that for bunnies. Oh, like the teacups, they make you sick. Okay, got you. Well, and yeah, with the teacups, because you're all exposed, you can see it. Unlike the Gravitron, which has you a little bit more enclosed. Tilt-a-whirl. Oh my gosh. I always got beat up. I got so bruised in the tilt-a-whirl. Granny D says, my days for riding are over, except for really tame rides like the Ferris wheel. Yeah, I gotta love the Ferris wheel, right? But I'm not a big fan of heights. For some reason, I'm okay with it. Like on the Ferris wheel and stuff like that. It's when I'm going up in buildings or up rickety staircases. All staircases are rickety once you get up a certain height, right? Lacey says the Rapids ride at SeaWorld, Atlantis at SeaWorld. Also, there's the Mummy ride and the Men in Black ride in Universal Studios. Yeah, the Men in Black ride is pretty fun. So you like kind of like it's like you're in the movie itself. So you're kind of going along and there's a little bit more interactivity with it, I think. Oh, no, this is actually Yarn Hookers merchandise. I didn't make it, but we do have it available on our Etsy shop. So it is Yarn Hookers merchandise, and I think I was the first one to get this particular cup. Um, Hi, Reggie. So nice to see you. It's always a pleasure to see you. Reggie's another one that does lives every weekend. I know that they're on Sundays. Forgive me, I don't recall the time. Usually Sunday's my recording day. I try to pop in when I can, but I am the worst because I have a very scheduled week. Anyway, I know we're all busy. Hi, Charlene. So nice to see you. So Charlene's in the house. Says, good morning, Melanie. How are you? I sound a little stuffy. Yeah, every morning I'm a little stuffy. I'll be fine. My allergy meds will kick in, and then I'll be good. Mm. Pirates of the Caribbean. As far as a ride, yes. I go to my daughter's very nice uncluttered home to Grand Kitties. Right, right. I love. Well, my mom doesn't have any animals anymore, but I'm like, sometimes whenever the cable my internet goes out here. I have mountain internet, you guys. So sometimes it'll go out whenever there's a pretty heavy weather system that comes through and a line goes down. I won't have internet for like a week. And I depend on it for my job. So I'll go up to mom's and stay at mom's while I work. And yeah, so I love going up to her place because she is a neat freak. Not like me at all. Her home is immaculate. It's spotless. I love taking pictures of products at her home because the lighting is amazing. So yeah, I don't know. One of these days, maybe I'll turn into a neat freak, but I don't think it's going to happen. Anjanette says the Graviton would make me sick to my stomach. I think it's because it's enclosed. Then the floor drops and you're stuck to the side. I would be sick for days. Oh, and that's just miserable. Who wants that? Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Hi, Barbara. How are you? I didn't even say hi to you, Barbara. Whisper, Barbara. Barbara Riggle's been in the house for a little bit. Oh, and Amber says Graviton makes my sister sick too. It all makes me sick now. The older I get, the more sick I get. and then the more bruised up I get because I'm getting too big for some of the like the roller coasters where they really strap you in and you're immobile. That just means I need to lose some weight. But you know, we're not going to talk about that. Lacey says, I really loved Universal Studios. That's what I used to have, Universal Studios, and then Islands of Adventure. That actually was my favorite, Islands of Adventure. That's the one where they had the Hulk roller coaster, which was amazing. And the Spider-Man ride, always so much fun. Yes, I did Park Week in Orlando, Universal, Islands of Adventure. Yes, all 4 Disney parks. Yeah, that it's so worth it to me because it is absolute entertainment. It is exhausting, but it is so worth it. But we used to, when I lived in Orlando, I lived there for 5 years, I think. We had a Universal pass. The Disney pass was always way too expensive, but the Universal pass was amazing, and we had a great time. This was when my daughter was somewhere between, I think she was between 2 and like 1 and 6. I think it's between 1 and 6. And so they have this little park in the Islands of Adventure. This like this little Curious George water park that was like her favorite place to go. It was a lot of fun. Sundays at noon, 6 p.m. Central European at noon Eastern, 6 p.m. Central European time. Thank you, Reggie. So that's when Reggie goes live on Sundays. What I miss. Lacey says, I really loved Universal Studios. The rides are fun, but not, oh my God, I'm going to die 1,000 deaths. Scary. Yes. So that's the difference between Universal Studios, because it's like you're in the movie, and which is a ton of fun. Their tornado one, lots of fun. And then Islands of Adventure was more the roller coasters and stuff like that. I was here since the start, but they won't leave me alone on the phone, and my voice is already gone. Oh no, Barbara. Well, thank you for being with me since the start. Thank you so much. Jody says that was so fun, but I've got a million things to do. I wish I could watch all day. Busy weekend. Nice chatting with you, meeting. Well, nice meeting you too, Jody. Thank you so much for dropping in. I really, really appreciate it. Hey, Karens. Hi, how are you doing? I like Sarah's resolution. This is all Barb. Turn it off. Just turn off the phone. Don't even worry, but just turn it off. Aquatica was a really, really good water park. I have never been to that park. Yes, the mummy one was fun. Yes, that is true. And then the 4D one, I can't even remember which one I was in. What one was it? And it has this little tuft of air that blows behind you and just freaks you out. That was at Universal Studios. Good morning, Katrina. So nice to see you. Hello, hello. You know who I haven't seen yet this morning? Where is Jamie? I thought she would want to be wielding her blue wrench. Lacey says, yes, Reggie. The Mummy was a big hit with my whole family. Amber, I probably did not see, and you know what? I'm so used to calling you Amby, and I'm trying to remember to call you Amber. I don't think I did see your comment, so forgive me on that one. It says, I said the Hulk was one of my favorites. I also love the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Yes, what an amazing experience for those who are Harry Potter fans. An amazing experience. I loved it as well. Now, I didn't go on the Harry Potter rides, which I wish I had, but when I was there, they had just gotten it open, and it was ridiculously busy. That section of the park was so busy. Hi, Deneen. So nice to see you. She says she's only here. Data at the beach is crappy. So you're at the beach now instead of the cabin. I want to live your life, Deneen. I'm just saying. And Crochet says, hi, Katrina. Karen says, hi, Katrina. And Reggie says, I wish we lived closer. We would do a ton of stuff together. That would be awesome. I know. I wish I lived closer to a bunch of my Yarny friends. I do. And one of these days, maybe I'll find a Yarny friend who lives here in the mountains with me. But I know I got a lot of North Carolina Yarny friends, but they live in other parts of North Carolina. Lacey says, I agree. We are sisters from another mister on the other side of the world, Reggie. And Granny D says, Reggie, love your University lives on Sundays. Have an alarm set for it. Also, just set an alarm for your Friday birthday party. Ooh, happy birthday, Reggie. Awesome. And Cheryl says, back. What did I miss? So we're the last question we were talking about. I'm not sure if you were here for that. I can't recall. It says, what is your favorite ride at a theme park? Yes, the portal, right? When is somebody going to come up with the transporter? You know, they come up with everything else on Star Trek. When are we coming up with the transporter? Next time we go to Gatlinburg, we'll have to get to yes, and Jeanette, absolutely. I am not too far from Gatlinburg, to be honest with you. I am. Well, I mean, I'm probably 2 hours away. As the crow flies, at 60 miles. But with all the switchbacks and stuff in the mountains, especially going from the mountains down the Tennessee side, there's a lot more. And so it's about an hour, I think 2 hours away. Yes, I do. I have some North Carolina friends. I do. I just don't think I have any mountain friends. Or if I do have mountain friends, they're in different parts because it's a pretty long part. So I could, where I live, as I'm almost to Georgia, but where some other people live, they're almost to Virginia type of deal, or not Virginia, but Tennessee, or Virginia is right there too. So, Karen says that none of them. I'm scared to death of rides. Lacey says I would settle for a holodeck. That would be so awesome. They're close on that though, Lacey. I mean, with the 3D, I mean, it's a mask because it's not a holodeck, but it's a mask, and you get to have that virtual kind of world. Wanda, so nice to see you here. And Reggie says, my favorite drive ever on any park anywhere is the dueling dragons at the Islands of Adventure. Yes, those are fun. Those are fun. And they're scary because you feel like you're going to collide at certain points, or you're going to like go slam into the ground and boom, you go back up. Yeah, I kind of like that. Ooh, Emmy says to Barbara, I love testing your pattern. And Katrina says, good morning to all in the chat. Oh, Greensboro, that's not too far. Yes, that's not too far at all, Terry. And Barbara says, oh, Lord, help the world. If we get that portal, Reggie, we would be spending every Saturday. Oh, I missed some of it. It popped up. Every Saturday in every theme park all over the world. Oh, my gosh, that sounds amazing, actually. You live an hour north of Charlotte. Okay, so you're a little bit, I thought you were closer to David than that. So you are hour north of Charlotte. So you're probably between 2 and 3 hours from me. I'm in Franklin. All right, I think this coffee is starting to hurt my tummy a little, so I'm going to go ahead and stop drinking the coffee this morning. Emmy says it is looking beautiful. Oh, the test, Barbara. That's what she's talking about. It is looking beautiful. And Jeanette says we have not been for a couple of years, Granny D. We are overdue. I think hubby wants to wait for everyone to get this year out of their system. Amen for that. Amen to that. Her version is amazing. Talking about Emmy, I think, right, Barbara? Amber says, no idea what the stuff from Star Wars is. What that stuff from Star Wars is. Totally missed something on that one. I want the whole holodeck, right? So you can get totally immersed in a different world. I love that. I wouldn't know where the heck to put that, but I love that. Oh, I see. So Denise says our cottage is lakefront. So we have a sandy beach one step down from the front lawn. Seriously, I'm moving into your cottage, Denise. That's all there is to it. I'm just going to move into your cottage. I don't care that you didn't invite me. It doesn't matter. That's what's happening. And J Hook says you'll need to get a new Gen Starfleet ship then. Oh, happy birthday, Denise. So is it both Reggie's and Denine's birthday tomorrow? Reggie, is it your birthday tomorrow? Do we have 2 birthdays? Because that's amazing. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you. Don't mind my off-key singing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Definitely Janine, and probably Reggie. Happy birthday to you. Oh, your daughter will be 28. Oh, so Reggie's birthday is Friday. Okay, well, happy early birthday, Reggie. Mel, I've got 2 weeks vacation coming up. Thinking about heading your way. Oh, that would be awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, Wanda, you need to email me. Email me some deeds. Let me see. I have my mom's going to be coming back soon, so she is like the most important thing when she comes back. By the way, you guys, my mom's doing really, really well. She had some drains in her. She had one of the drains removed. I think she still has one ongoing. And then, but the doctor, the pathologist, says, actually, she hasn't told me. They haven't gotten the pathology report back yet, but the oncologist that removed all of the breast tissue, they said that it looked good. He does not think anything spread. And she only had to take a little bit of pain meds. She was on pain blockers for the first few days, and she only had to take a little bit of pain meds. She was scared to take them at first because she heard from friends where people had crazy dreams on oxycodone. And I said, Mom, no. Well, I didn't say, I told her, I'm like, hey, that could happen. I said, I know for me, when I had to take oxycodone, I had some of the best sleep in my entire life. So she did finally take a pill and she was able to relax, get some good sleep, and get some healing sleep. But she's doing wonderfully. Now, I did have another scare this weekend, yesterday, actually. So I think it was yesterday or the day before. It all runs together, you guys. It all runs together. My sister had a stroke, but it was a minor stroke. It was a TIS, they call it, I guess. She's too young for that. She's only 2 years older than me. Um, but she's been under a lot of stress. She's moving. She sold her house, so she's currently packing up and moving. She has a 6-year-old daughter. She has her own business, so she runs her own business, and then she's taking care of my mom. So I think it's probably stress related. Anyway, she's fine. They got it in time, and the clot in her brain completely broke up. So she's perfectly fine now. I'm sure they'll probably put her on some sort of blood thinners for a little bit. But anyway, yeah, had a little bit of a scare this week, and then last week I had some other stuff with my immediate family. Whew! I'm ready for like a week with no events. Okay, let me go back. I'm backing up, you guys. I think I've only asked one question so far, but I'm backing up. Lacey says, that's where I'm going anyway, Reggie. Gotta be with my captain, and Data is totally my homeboy. Yes, Data. I love Data. How are you liking Data, like the new version of Data in Captain Picard, the show Captain Picard, Lacey? How are you liking that? Which, by the way, my Star Trek fans, what do you guys think of Star Trek Discovery? I will reserve my opinion until after I see your opinion. But okay. So, Barb, it's a joy to make, talking about your test pattern. It's awesome. And Reggie says, no, mine is actually on the 31st. Well, happy early birthday anyway. But I'll be celebrating it live on the 16th because my family will be visiting after the 23rd, and then we'll have time for YouTube. Amen to that, right? Family first. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. Terry says, oh, Janine says, I have 2 boys, so that is more than I will get. Thank you for singing. Oh, of course, Janine. Of course. AJ, it was so crowded when we went as it was close to the 4th. We normally go every summer when the Craftsman's Fair is going on. We have to go to Florida. To my Florida daughter and grands can join us. We have to go when your daughter and grands from Florida can join you. That's what Granny D is saying. Yeah, and Barbara says we'll be missing Reggie on YouTube, right? She's always got amazing shows. Last 2 weeks of this month. Okay, let me see when my mom's coming back. Well, and honestly, it's the first week when she comes back. I need to make sure I'm available for her. Now, she'll be healing. She'll probably be totally healed. I just want to make sure that, we go and say, hi, Mom. We haven't seen you in a while. Missed you, Mom, type of deal. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah says, oh, Melanie, that's such good news. I hope it keeps going that way for my mom. Yeah, I agree. I did have a couple stressful weeks. Let's see. Yeah, Lacey, it was awful, but it was so funny. I sent a copy of what my sister wrote to me, texted to me, to my friend, to Ginger and Julie. And it cracked me up because, hang on. Oh, well, it's too far back. We text each other too much, apparently. I send her TikTok videos. But yeah, she was just like, yeah, so I'm in the hospital. Did Mom tell you I was in the hospital? Yeah, I got really dizzy and I must have had a stroke. And yeah, so I'm in the ICU and today, and then they're going to put me on the regular floor tomorrow. So, but I'm fine. I'm like, really? Really, Francis? You're fine? Okay. Crazy lady. Reggie says, LOL, Barb, only for like 12 days. I'm sure you'll live. If not, you can look at my picture and talk to it as if I'm there. Maribel says, thank goodness. Yes, so glad she's okay. Exactly. Thank you, Crojo. And Bev says, holding your family in my thoughts, healing and comfort. Thank you so much, Bev. Thank you. A lot. Emmy says, I had a stroke when I was 40. It was pretty traumatic, but that was what led me to crochet. So, Emmy, I'm going to have to ask, how did that lead you to crochet? Were you looking to like reduce stress, or you were, because of the stroke, you were, you had like reduced mobility for a little bit and you needed to crochet? I'm just curious on that. Yeah, Reggie says, that sounds stressful, Mel. Yeah, it was a little bit. But it's okay. At least I wasn't in the middle of it, and I can't even imagine. So I was thinking about my mom, because my mom just had her surgery, and then her daughter goes to the hospital and is admitted to the ICU type of deal. So I'm like, oh. And my mom had a TIA event as well a few years ago when I had some pretty serious things going on with me, not medically, but some pretty serious things going on with me at the same time that they were having some serious things going on with the business. My sister bought my mom out of the business, so it was my mom's business, and which is perfectly fine because the business that they do is not a business. I was in it for a little bit, but it's not my bag. So, yeah. Anyway, I totally digress. I haven't even asked a question again. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Thanks, AJ. And Katrina, keeping my family. Thank you all so much. I really, really appreciate it. And Amber, Barbara says, Reggie, 12 days. How will I survive not talking to you daily? You'll have some serious withdrawal. Reggie's saying you'll have some serious withdrawal. Deneen says, William Shatner went to high school here in my hometown. That's awesome. Thanks, Emmy. I appreciate that. Oh, no Star Trek Discovery or Picard spoilers, please. Okay, I'll make sure. Oh, no, Bev, you need to watch it. I think they're coming out with the new Picard. Is it the beginning of next year, like the new season? And are they going to have more than 2 seasons? Lacey says, like, oh, I stubbed my toe, had a mini stroke, and broke a nail. I'm doing good. Sisters are so crazy, right? Right? I'm fine. But, and I think back, because I had an event, I think, about 5 years ago. This might be a little bit TMI, but I had a very, very large cyst on my ovary that ended up twisting and getting under my uterus. And it killed the ovary and damaged the uterus. So I've had my plumbing removed. But it was actually killing me, and I didn't know it until my period had started, and I was in so much pain that I had to go to the hospital. And when I went to the hospital, that's when they found everything, and I had like all the stuff going on. But my sister-in-law came into the room, and I was gray. I had a blood infusion. That's how bad I was. I had to get blood infusion. But anyway, I didn't know. I had no clue. So I was just like, I'm fine, you guys. They gave me pain meds now. I'm good. I'm really good. So, it's people don't think, and I think women are more guilty of it than anything else. We're just like, no, we're good. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. Don't worry about me type of deal. And thank you, Terry. So Terry says, my mom will be my purse. Thank you very, very much. And Jeanette says to Granny D, we went twice on the 4th weekend, and it was way too busy for us. Next time we're going during spring break, and it was better. Probably the weather is amazing during spring break too. I really want to go during Thanksgiving one year. That would be a gorgeous time. It actually might be a little late for the colors of fall, because the best time, I think, for the colors of fall are late October into mid-November here in this area. I have got to do one of these drives Okay, and I've got to have my camera on so I can film it for you guys one day. But there's this road. It's called in the Highlands that I love to just go drive down in the fall. It's called Buck Creek Road, and it's like a sunshine as I'm driving down it with all the yellow leaves and everything. It's absolutely phenomenal, and I really need to like just I may make you sick with my driving because I've gotten very used to driving in these on these roads. So like I take these switchbacks a lot faster than say somebody who hasn't lived here for a while takes them. Um, so hopefully I won't get y'all sick, but I do need to do that. I need to because it's an amazing drive, and then I need to record Butt Creek Road, and then I need to record Gorge Road, which Gorge Road is you're going up the road and you got for parts of it, you got it. So it follows along the Calisasia River, and there's this part of it that's a deep cut. So you're going straight down one side and straight up the other side. And yeah, I'm used to that road too. I'm like, shoom, shoom. It's lots of fun. um, anyway, no, it was my rehabilitation for my right side. Oh, got you. Okay, it helped me with my recollection and dexterity and grip. Wow, that's okay. That's so cool. I love that. I can call you Ambi. Okay, Ambi, because I keep doing that, and I may still mix it up though. Vicky says, "Oh my, I had to step away for a bit. What did I miss?" LOL. I think I started talking about my just stuff with my family. Vicky, nothing major. I just had some medical events going on with my family. Gosh darn it. Oh, and it helped you be productive. I will say, Emmy, that's one thing. And I know I've mentioned about this before, but Vice President Kamala Harris, there was that article about her being a crocheter. And I read the article, and she talked about her grandmother taught her when she was young because she didn't want the kids sitting in front of the TV just lounging. She wanted them to be productive as well as watching TV. And I love that. I love it, love it, love it. You okay in there, Peanut? I heard yelling from her room. Oh, okay. Somebody's trying to get in her room. One of the cats, I think. Born a Trekkie since I was 8 when it first aired. Now 62. Still watch it. I met William Shatner some years ago, plus others at conventions. So awesome. Did you meet Spock? Which I know he has a real name. Leonard Nimoy. Yeah. Did you meet him? Lacey says, I saw a commercial. Oh, wait. I saw a commercial and it was Q. He said, Mon Capitan, I have missed you. And I literally screamed, I'm so looking forward to it. Yes, Lacey. I agree. Yes, I'm excited too. Oh, so Amy, yours was considered a medium stroke, which is not a TIA, I think it's called, or TIS. I don't know. I have to look through my text to see is it a TIA? Anyway, that's a small one, right? I just got in. Hi, Saf. It's so nice to see you. A new Star Trek show. So yeah, it's only available on Paramount Plus. It's now Paramount Plus. It used to be called CBS, but they have a more encompassing subscription thing now, a streaming thing now, Paramount Plus. And so there's Star Trek Discovery, and there is Star Trek Picard. So, and I haven't seen many comments on if people like it or not. I'm going to tell you, I love Discovery. It's kind of like what they did with, the new Star Trek movies. The old movies were great at storytelling, but there was less action in it. There's some, don't get me wrong, but it was a different feel than the newer Star Trek set of movies, which were a little bit more glossy and a lot more action, but they still had great storytelling, at least in my opinion, they did. It's like that. It's like that version. Star Trek Discovery is kind of like that. It's a little bit more glossy. It's a little bit more action oriented, but it still has some great storytelling. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I'm a geek. And I love Picard. There's a sentiment. My favorite Star Trek series prior to Discovery was Next Generation. And so Star Trek Picard is very nostalgic for me. And there's some characters on there that are amazing that it's also really, really good, but it's a different feel. It still has some of that gloss and that action, but it's a little bit different feel from Discovery. And I know I'm behind you guys. I'm getting there. Oh, I think I got it wrong when I said Star Wars. I think I was supposed to say Star Trek. That's okay. We'll forgive you this time, Yambi. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We'll always forgive you. Look, I'm an hour in and I've asked one question. I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question while I read this, and then I'll try and catch up. So the next question is, what year would you visit if you had a time machine? I feel like I asked this last time. Maybe I did get to this one. I don't know, but we're going to answer it again. What year would you visit if you had a time machine? What year? In all honesty, and I probably wouldn't even listen to myself, but I would go to 1993, the year that I graduated, and I would tell my little self, get your butt in college, get through it. It's only 4 years of your life. It's just a little blip on the radar. Get through it, get your degree, and move on, because I got too focused on earning money, and it just elongated me getting my degree, and I kept putting it off, and now I'm 3 years into college and still haven't got my degree. And now my old butt now it's like, I'm good. I like my job. I get paid okay. I'm good. I don't think I want to finish that year out. And besides, I probably have to retake 2 years of it anyway. All right. So Sarah says, oh, my Melanie, a hysterectomy is a huge operation to get over. So glad you're okay now. Don't ever ignore what your body tells you. Yes. And that's what I was doing. So, because every cycle, it would be painful and be very heavy. And I wasn't doing anything about that. And those were the warning signs. And I kept ignoring them until it was just so painful that I ended up regretting that decision. But anyway, it's okay. I lived through it. And during that surgery at the same time, I had 2 hernias repaired. So it was a pretty massive surgery. I was cut from like my breastbone all the way down. But it was like an actual cut. They could not do it laparoscopically, I think is what they call. Hey, Ro, can you come here for a minute, please? I've got a big cat over here trying to get, oh my gosh. Okay. I'll get this out of my way. Okay. All right, Stella. Okay. Hi, baby. Hang on. All right. Come here, baby girl. Oh, this is my girl. Ow. There you go. That was Stella, everybody. Thank you, Ro. I appreciate your help.
What help?
Well, I know, but you would have helped. She's coming over whether I wanted her to or not. So anyway, Lacey says, "Oh goodness, sorry that happened to you. It was my fault. Like Sarah said, I wasn't listening to my body. So, yeah, my OB was like, he sits down with me in the hospital room and he goes, so you strike me as somebody that if you leave this hospital, I'm not going to see you for a while. So do you want to stay here until we have the surgery, or do you want to leave and make an appointment later? I'm like, just get it all done. Just take care of it all. I'm going to stay here until we get it done. And I'm glad I did, because I don't think that I would have survived if I had gone home. Because I had some emergency things happening and stuff when I needed the blood transfusion. I'm glad that I was there, because the blood transfusion was needed before I had the surgery, and I was there a week before I even had the surgery, and was there for about a week afterwards. It was not a fun time. And I tell you what, there is no bed in the world that is comfortable after you've been laying on your butt for 2 weeks. But Lacey says, sorry that happened to you. I put off going to the hospital until I almost died from having a flat ladder caused me issues. Oh no. I think my pancreas or something. I put it off for over a year. Yes, I'm so glad I didn't say, oh, let me go home and then I'll come back. I'm so glad I didn't do that. You've seen it's actually Buck 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 Creek Road on, and I know it looks like Buck Creek Road. I have to look up Buck Creek Road, but yeah, that is a great road on maps. And then the one going up the gorge. The gorge is where you when you go up Gorge Road, that's where you get all the small tourist spots for waterfalls. So as you're going up Gorge Road, then you get like the Dry Falls, which is amazing. I've got some pictures of me and my family there. And then you get the Bridal Veil Falls, which are fun. And then you get what they call Bust Your Butt Falls. And it's really just, it's kind of it's not a gigantic fall, but it's kind of a cascade of water down some rocks. And some people try to go out onto the rocks and take pictures and stuff, and hence Bust Your Butt. So yeah, a lot of great falls there, and you don't have to hike to them. You don't have to hike to those falls. Now there's tons of other falls around here that you do have to hike to. Oh my gosh, hang on. David's in the house. I haven't even seen that. Okay. I'm so far behind you guys. I'm trying to catch up. No problem. I can watch and replay. Okay, Vicky, thank you. Thank you. Kurja says that's awesome about Kamala. I didn't know that about her. Yes, look it up. There's an article about it. It's very, very cool. It is very, very cool. Ambi says, my granny, dad's grandma, had a big stroke that led to dementia. It was her 5th year anniversary of my mom's death. So December 11th is the best day for us. The best or not the best day for you? Is it like a bad memory, December 11th? Oh, yay, Terry's a Trekkie. Yay, Terry. Yep, no, sadly he was on my list when he was told of his COD issues and canceled. Wait, what? What? Yep, no, sadly he was on my list. I missed something there. Cheryl, I missed something there. So COPD, I meant. Okay, COPD issues. Yeah, Cheryl, are you talking about Patrick Stewart? This is what happens when I get behind you guys. Horrible. Transient ischemic attack. Oh, so TIA. Okay, thank you, Lorcy. TIA. It is referred to as a mini stroke. Okay. All right, so that's a mini stroke. Okay. Thank you, Lacey. I appreciate that. I didn't even know it stood for something. I mean, yeah, of course it stood for something, but it never. Anyway. I've seen some of Discovery, liked it very much. Oh, cool. So you have I enjoyed it. It's a different feel from the other Star Treks. Emmy says, no, mine is due to a birth defect with my brain. One vessel is shaped like a funnel instead of a tube. Oh, were they able to fix that, Emmy? Or is that still a concern that you have to be careful with? Vicky says, I understand about the medical issues. I've had lupus for 25 plus years, but I'm still here. Oh my gosh. I can't even, I know I have a friend of mine who's dealt with lupus. And so that is not fun at all. Ambi, I don't know that I saw your comment, and I'm trying to catch all of them, but I think I'm behind. Lacey says, oh, I will tell you that Discovery has some of the best graphics. I guess you could say of any shows I've ever seen. Yes. Yeah, the graphics so far out of all the Star Treks, Discovery. I think I'm going to have to rewatch that today. I think that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to break out some crochet because I haven't crocheted in like a couple weeks. I'm going to break some out and I'm going to watch me some Discovery. I think that's what I'm going to have to do today. Oh no. Crojo says, this may sound crazy, but I've never watched an entire episode of Star Trek, LOL. So if you were not a fan of like the original Star Treks or even up to what's the one with Scott Bakula in it? So those were much more slower paced, and they were more about what was going on in the episode and stuff like that. They have fast paced moments, but the show as a whole was a slower paced show. Then if you're not a fan of that and you're a fan of action, then Discovery may be your cup of tea. I will tell you, there's some people who are hardcore, like old Star Trek fans that really don't like Discovery or the new Star Trek movies because they are a different feel. And I think it's just to appeal to a different audience, even to bring in a bigger audience. I love them all. I'm going to tell you, I love them all. I take that back. I did not get into Deep Space Nine, that series as much, but I'm still not saying it's bad. I just didn't get into it as much. That was when they were having a bunch of stuff come out. So they had Janeway and Scott. So anyway, they had the Star Trek Next Generation, and then they had a bunch of other series. I think Deep Space Nine was in between. Was it Voyager and one other? I can't remember the other one. Anyway, there was a bunch that came out all at once, and it was kind of a similar formatting, but in different areas. And I think that what they did this time is really change up the formatting, which I really enjoyed. And I'm totally geeking out, you guys. I know that. I'm aware of that, and I'm still behind on the comments. For those of you that have just come in, I'm going to show you really quick, and it's going to make me even further behind on the comments, but hopefully you guys don't mind. For those of you just coming in, I have a giveaway at the end of my live every time. So usually have about a 2-hour live, and we're about an hour and 10 minutes in. So usually I end somewhere around 1 p.m. Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time in the U.S., New York time. So now I have a drawing, and then if I draw your name, then you can choose from one of these gifts, and I will ship it off to you. And yes, I do ship these internationally. So there is this tassel. There's the other side. So it's a tassel. I'm going to show all the buttons together in just a minute. Where did I put away? Stella, did you knock down the... Oh, here they are. These coasters, they're felt ball coasters. You get a set of 2. Okay, so now you get a choice of, or if you don't like those 2, I have a bunch of buttons here, and I'm about to go through them. So you have the big giant button. You have the unicorn buttons. You have the handmade with love buttons. You've got a set of 3 wooden buttons. You've got little kind of a mixture of butterfly / dragonfly, ladybugs, forest babies. These flowers, which I'm going to have to go back and get some more of these flowers for myself. I really like these, especially for like a girl's dress. And then the full kitty. Hang on, somebody's calling me. All right, so the full kitty body. And then little kitty heads. Little kitty heads. All right. So that's what you have to choose from. And the only caveat is you do have to have been active in the chat within the last 5 minutes. All right. And Strange New World next year, Pike and Spock. Ooh, Strange New World. What? I gotta look that up, Terry. I don't even know what you're talking about, but I'm excited. We'll check them out. My favorites were TNG, The Next Generation. Yes, love The Next Generation, and Voyager. I love it. If you like The Next Generation, you will love Picard, Star Trek Picard. I can't say one way or the other if you'll like Discovery or not. I love it, but it is a different feel. I like where I'm at. No need to time travel. Thank you, Emmy. Good. I like that. Oh, and Lower Deck is animated and it's hilarious. I have not watched that yet, but I tend to not watch animated series. Even I haven't even watched the Star Wars Attack or the Clone animated series. I haven't watched that, and I don't know why. I never get excited about that. I should. Because I have heard that the Lower Deck is hilarious. Lower Deck is hilarious. Cheryl says, not sure of the year exactly, but when Father Odin, Mother Frigga were here, I would love to meet them. Oh, I forgot what the comment was, Cheryl. I'm so sorry. Oh, when they were here, you would love to meet them. That's a year that you would travel to. Got you. So sorry. I already forgot my question that I asked. And Bev says 1973. Why 1973, Bev? I'd go to any year in the 80s, right? 80s, the decade of excess. Oh my goodness. Cheryl had a quadruple done 4 or 6 years ago, quadruple bypass. My father had that. I only found out about it through family. I'm not exactly talking with my dad. That's a whole nother story that y'all don't need to know all about. Just, it was the buttons, right, Lena? Hi, Lena. Welcome to my channel. Okay, I'm backing up. I think I'm way behind you guys. Oh, Amby has a question. Fire away, Amby. And Reggie says, I'm still here looking for a bit while writing up a pattern. Amen to that, Amby. Reggie, I respect that so much. I have so many patterns I need to write and haven't had a chance to. Ooh, maybe I'll do that instead of crocheting today. Maybe I'll write up patterns. Oh, so much to do, you guys. So much to do. Hi, Angie. So nice to see you here. Hello. Amby says, never watched Star Trek or Wars. What? Amby, come on now. Are you just not? Well, you know what? And I remember talking to you on your live. And you guys, I had joined Amber live. What was it? Last week on Monday? Or was it the week before? I think no, it was the week before because it was Mondays in June, so it was the week before. We were talking about reading because she does two things. She reads and she does craft stuff. So she has like two niches that she goes down, and she was talking about reading, and she does not go down like the sci-fi route, but some people don't read the sci-fi route, but they love to watch it. And that reminds me, there's a movie coming out tomorrow, or it's actually already out, Tomorrow War. I've been wanting to watch that with Chris Pratt in it. Oh, there's so much to watch. Okay. I'm sorry. Geek moment. Hi, Angie. It's so nice to see you, Angie. And Anjanette says, I would go back to the summer before my 6th grade year and relive the last summer with my grandfather, and have him change his mind and bring my brother on vacation. He told him next year, and there wasn't a next year. Oh, that breaks my heart a little bit. I am so glad that you had that last year with him. Oh, my gosh. I was due to see him, but canceled. Okay, due to COPD issues. Learned Leonard Nimoy, but did not meet Patrick with William Shatner. Okay, got it. So you haven't met Leonard Nimoy. Now, have you met Patrick Stewart? Which one of them has COPD? I haven't followed that. And I know Leonard Nimoy recently passed. Well, within the past few years. Anyway, okay, Cheryl, I'm sorry. I caught up. I'm back on track now. Forgive me, please. Consuela says, I haven't seen Discovery yet. I really enjoyed it. Oh, no, they can't operate. It's a deep brain issue. Oh, goodness. So is there anything special that you have to do to manage that, Emmy? I mean, do you have to take blood thinners maybe, or to make sure that your blood doesn't clot? Bless you, honey. Vicky says, my son is doing a charity gaming stream this month for lupus. That's awesome. Is he on Twitch? Or is he here on streaming here on YouTube? Thank you, Enterprise. That's the one with Scott Bakula. Okay, and Star Trek Enterprise. Thank you. I actually didn't watch that, but that was very short-lived. But that one was at the tail end of all of the Star Treks, and I think that people are a little overdone with it. And also because they weren't changing the story up that much. It was a different timeline, different piece in the timeline, but I feel like the story wasn't vastly changed with the format, not the story. The story was changed, but the formatting wasn't. And people get a little overtired, I think, of the same thing over and over again. And that's been evidenced with the Law and Orders. and NCIS, where like the original NCIS has done really, really, really well, but yet the spin-offs don't always do as well. Or even Criminal Minds, that's the same thing. Um, anyway, getting a little bit too deep. What movie or show do you have an unpopular opinion of? Oh, I mean, I can't stand SpongeBob, but I don't know if that's unpopular. I think it is a stupid show. I think and I hated that my husband would watch it with my little girl, but that's his place in her life. He's more the fun, a little bit more carefree than me, watching the stuff like that. Whereas me, I'm like, why would you show your child this idiocy? But I had to step back and be like, okay, I don't like it, but that's just me, and there's a place in it in the world. So, but that's a good question. So Ambi asked, what movie or show do you have an unpopular opinion of? Deep Space Nine was a different feel. It was a different feel. Okay, and I will say the Deep Space Nine came out when I was in my early 20s, and I really wasn't watching much TV. Late teens, early 20s. I wasn't watching much TV. So, and that may be why I never got into it. One of these days, I really need to go through, like I do with my criminal shows, I need to go through and just start from the beginning and kind of watch it all, and Reggie goes, I love them all. Hi, Fiber Floozy. So nice to see you here. And she says, next gen, it's my fave. That's awesome. I did, and Saf said she didn't get into Deep Space Nine either. Terry says Deep Space Nine was right after the Next Generation and before Voyager. That's what I was thinking. So it was like, and the Next Generation was the new like influx. Like it wasn't. You had the original, and then there were several years where there was nothing, and then Next Generation really brought a bunch of new people to it, and then it was Voyager, and then Enterprise I think was the last one that they did before another big break, and they rebranded a little bit and brought out Discovery. But I love that Picard and Discovery, there's a big difference between the feel of the two, and maybe somebody else looking at it feels like they're the same, because there is a lot of action in both, but I just feel like that between the two of them, it's a very different formatting for the two, which is good. I think that's a good way to go. Wanda said, my late husband took me to see all of those waterfalls. That's awesome. I love that. It is it is beautiful, and we need to do Dry Falls again, but we'll probably wait until it's busy right now, so we'll wait a little bit. Navy Freck Crochet and Craft with AJ. Hi, hello. So I'm going to assume you're AJ, right? So that's what I'm going to call you. Hi, AJ. How are you? Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. And they say, good morning, all. Cheryl says, Star Trek, STNO, ST, Voyager, Deep Space Nine, Enterprise, 5 movies of ST, and 4 of STNG. Oh, my goodness. So you love them all, Cheryl, right? You love them all? Bev says, yes, I loved every Star Trek I've ever seen, and I have seen them all, I think, except for the most recent. Yay! And I can't wait for you to watch the new ones. I think you will love them, Bev. I think you will, especially if you love the new set of movies. Oh, you love the buttons. Yay! And AJ says, hi, Jill. Emmy says, unicorns are always the right answer. Exactly. I agree. Totally. Just ask my daughter. Lena says, who buttons? Emmy says, hi, Jill. So is AJ Jill? I'm getting on track. Oh, okay. So Mel, it starts where Discovery left off when they left. And that is Enterprise, right? That's where Enterprise starts, right? Am I wrong on that, Terry? You have to let me know. Angie's not a Star Trek fan. I think you and Ambi would get along, Angie. Fiberflex says, love it all. Bev says, I think I'm catching up, you guys. Or maybe not. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna start here. It says I've tried to watch. I'm gonna start with Angie's because I'm being too quiet, scrolling back. So Angie says I've tried to watch and can't get into it, but I love hearing you guys talk about Star Trek. You get so excited. Thank you, Angie. And that's the same way I feel about some people about their favorite shows, even if I don't necessarily get into them. Like I'm not a big fan of. So there's the movies out there that are like stupid comedies, and I'm not a big fan of those kind of things. Like say Brooklyn Nine-Nine, not a fan, not a fan. Um, but people love it. So that and my daughter's one of them. She loves it. She thinks it's hilarious. Gina says, "Good morning. Sorry I'm late." Gina, you are never late. You're always perfectly on time. And excuse me. Okay, so I have Apple everything. I also have a PC, and I have because I play The Sims, but I have Apple everything, and so when this rings, then my computers ring. So sorry about that. Samantha's back. Welcome back, Samantha. Bev says, I keep saying I wanted to get into Star Wars, so some friends watched them all with me over Thanksgiving. It helped so much to watch them with someone, made it a lot of fun. I agree with that, Bev. I agree. Although with someone who's excited about it and not someone who's giving you way too much information about it. I was watching the MCU with my nephew. And so my nephew is when he really gets into something, he finds out everything about it. And he was telling me like all these details about when we were watching Thor about Norse mythology and everything. And I'm like, I don't care. I just want to look at Chris Hemsworth and laugh at the movie. I don't need to know all that. But he was so into it, and he would tell me all this time. I'm like, okay, I'm watching the movie. But it was amazing to see how much information he knew. Leonard Nimoy, yes, him and Jean-Luc Picard are my favorite characters. Samantha says you should check out Megan Crochet Market on YouTube. I will have to check that out. Yes, I've met Patrick Stewart along with William Shatner. Okay, awesome. See, to me, Patrick Stewart seems like he'd be an amazing person to meet. He just seems super sweet. William Shatner, it's hit or miss on what I've seen. I think that he's a nice guy, but he's had a little bit of an ego problem in the past. But you know what? That's okay. Everybody gets an ego problem from now and again. Karen says, I used to watch Star Trek, the original series, all the time, but I've never seen any of the new ones. I have most of the Star Wars movies on DVD. I love Star Wars. Vicky says, yes, he's on Twitch. Okay, Vicky, what is your son's Twitch ID, if you don't mind me asking? And you may have already told me, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Jelly adds Cheryl. And Amy says, no blood thinners, just be super careful and aware. Too many risks with deep brain surgery. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I have a story behind that, but I'm not going to talk about it today because I have gotten so way off topic, you guys. Not that I really have a topic on my Saturdays. I just love to chat, but yeah. And AJ says, Anjanette says, I love Star Wars, but I miss all the newer ones. Got to watch them all a couple months ago when Prime offered them, and I was so super geeked. My husband just shook his head. Amen to that. Yes, he can shake his head all he wants as long as you get to watch and crochet, right? Right? Barbara Whisper says, agreed on that. Samantha says, I will check out Ginger's channel at 3 p.m. Yes, please do. She's going to have a live. Normally, we do lives with me, the Whoopee Chick, and Ginger, Yarn Geek. We all do lives together on Saturday nights, but we are taking 2 weeks off. Harry Potter movies. I just love the books. Oh, you didn't like the movies, Emmy? I love the movies. But also, I'm going to tell you, and maybe this is an unpopular opinion. Who knows? But I think it's a mix of both. I love Twilight. I love the books and I love the movies. Yep. And I know there's a lot of Twilight haters out there. I loved them. Don't get me wrong. It's a very unhealthy relationship described in there, but still loved it. Still do to this day. Love it. Staff says, love Star Wars trilogy from the 70s, but TV series The Mandalorian awesome. I agree, The Mandalorian. Yes. So I'm with you on that, Staff. So like the series from the 70s and early 80s is my favorite. And then The Mandalorian is my favorite. Now, as far as the other, the Rogue One was a great movie. Really enjoyed that as a standalone. And I enjoy some other ones, but as far as like standouts for me, those are the standouts for the Star Wars family. And Jeanette says, I have to agree on SpongeBob. I would cringe every time I heard the music. But funny thing, I have it as my daughter's ringer now, but she never calls. She texts, so it's an emergency thing. So now when you hear it, you cringe and you're like, oh, wait, I got to answer it because she never calls me. Terry Browning says, I also felt that way about SpongeBob, The Simpsons, Beavis and Butthead. Yes, thank you. Exactly. They were just stupid to me. I never got them. Samantha's back. Maribel says, hi, AJ. And Reggie says, Picard is an Amazon production. Oh, I did not know Picard was an Amazon production, but it's only available on Paramount Plus. Discovery is a Netflix production. Really? What? It's like all these big conglomerates are working together behind the scenes, but they're only available on Paramount Plus. Both of them are. And that may be why there's totally different feels to it too. Netflix versus, and Netflix tends to put out stuff that's a little bit darker. So I can understand that. And then, but Amazon's getting there too, actually, as far as dark stuff to go. If anybody's seen The Boys, that's pretty dark. And I would not recommend anybody to see The Boys if they do not like violence. I mean, it's violent. Yes, Discovery is so much earlier than Picard time-wise. Yes, it is. It is. It's very different stories. Yes, Terry, agreed. That's what Barb Whisper says. Barbara Whisper. AJ says, just so there's no confusion for anyone who does not know, I am Anjanette. Yes, because I keep calling her Anjanette. Thank you, Anjanette. Thank you. Oh, okay. You'll share on your Instagram too. I just followed you as well. All right, awesome. I'll take a look at that and I'll get you followed back. Awesome. What time is it? It is currently Eastern time. It is 12:32. So I've only got about 30 minutes, a little bit less than 30 minutes left in being live. Yes, The Boys is great. I agree. I really, really did enjoy it. I really enjoy it. I love the take on it. I am a big Eric Kripke fan though, and he's the showrunner for The Boys. He's the one that created Supernatural. But like this is as violent as Supernatural can get. The Boys, oh, so much more violent. But like almost comical violent. It's how violent it is. Oh, and I forgot to say hi, AJ. Have seen you a couple times, just never met you. Oh, and he's a big Star Wars fan too. Yay, love another Star Wars fan. Jamie, there you are. I've been missing you, Jamie. I said, where is she at? Not wielding her wrench powers. You made it. I'm so glad. Jamie says, hello, everyone. How many people did I miss to slay out? I want to use my wrench. Thank you so much for being here, Jamie. I did miss you. Ask anybody here. I commented on it earlier. What did I have? I have not had lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. I will be having lunch shortly, and it'll probably be soup because that's what I often eat. I eat a lot of soup. I love soup. Okay, you guys, I'm going to ask my next question. I haven't asked that many questions because I've gotten off on tangents. Oh my gosh. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. What is your current cell phone wallpaper? All right, so my cell phone wallpaper, and let me see if I can get to a screen where it's like my screens are all full. Okay, I cleared it off. So that is my current cell phone wallpaper. And that is a picture that my mother took of something around her house. So that's a picture my mother took, and I thought it was so beautiful. So that is my cell phone wallpaper. Oh, Vicky just made a patch of pimento cheese. That sounds amazing. And Beth says, I'm having leftover pizza for lunch. I got so excited when I saw it in the fridge. Yeah, we have some leftover pizza here too, but I'm a soup person for lunch, always a soup person. I just had, I'll probably have leftover pizza for dinner. I just had half a bagel, shared it, where to go? Shared it with my mom. Wolf wallpaper theme. Cell phone wallpaper is your dog. I have a picture of our cats. Oh my God, a picture of my niece, and I wish disdainful to faces. Oh my gosh, I love that though. Black and gray screen. Maribel, you're so clean. Samantha says, I'm working on a blanket as I watch, and I will watch Ginger from Yarn Geek. Awesome. I love that, Samantha. Jamie says, it's my son's 14th birthday today. Yay. Oh my gosh. That is so amazing, Jamie. Now, that's really awesome. And happy 14th birthday. I sang happy birthday to Reggie and Deneen earlier. If your son is in the room, I'll be happy to sing happy birthday to him. But, let me know. Bev says, hello, I like your channel name. Yes, now stitch this. I agree with that. Cheryl says, I do not have one. I do not know how to do that yet. New with type of phone I have because of my daughter's program at school. Oh, okay. Well, I just hit my fingers on my table. You'll get one eventually, I'm sure. My wallpaper is a pic of my kids visiting the place where I got married in Colorado Springs. Awesome. I love that. Lina says it's a picture of the fjord where I have grown up. Okay, that's probably beautiful. Sounds beautiful. It's George and two of the kids looking out at the sunset over the lake. Oh, I bet you, Jamie, that is a gorgeous picture. Terry says it's one of my pups. The other is Yarn Balls. You know what? And my work phone actually has the same picture, the one that my mom took. Wanda says blue roses, which I bet is gorgeous. Karen says I love soup too. I always get how I can eat soup in the summer. It doesn't matter. I'll eat it in the summer. Yep, I'll eat it in the summer. I'll eat it in the winter. It doesn't matter. And it's my favorite is if I can make homemade chicken noodle soup, I would eat that. I'm going to be honest. I do love homemade chicken noodle soup, but I don't make it that often. And also, it's not as convenient. And it doesn't hold up as well as canned soup. I'm going to be honest with you. But so my favorite that I eat all the time is home-style chicken noodle. And I put crackers in it and everything. We also do tomato every once in a while, but I like tomato with grilled cheese, and you dip the grilled cheese in it. Love it. Love it. Love soup. And Bev says, AJ, aw. Yeah, I know. That I like that too, AJ, as far as the picture with where your kids where you got married. I love that. Wallpaper is one of the wallpapers Bath and Body Works put on the 4th on Instagram. Oh, okay. So do you switch out your wallpapers a lot, Ambi? It is light blue and white watercolor with all different gold swags. Cool. So Barbara says, Forever has a birthday now or soon. Hippo birthday to you. Hippo birthday to you. Hippo birthday to day, dear whoever. Hippo birthday to you from me and my zoo. I love that, Barbara. I love that. love that. All right, Stella. I know I'm moving too much for you, Stella. I got a kitty down here. It's like, can you stop moving? Because it's a little much, lady. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ask the next question, and then I'm going to go over. No, I recently showed you what you can win, what you can choose if you win the drawing. But I do need to go over to the other screen, make sure Nightbot's registering that you guys are chatting. Okay, what is your go-to dance move? I don't have one. I just start dancing and doing anything that my body feels like doing. But I have a friend of mine that would crack me up, and she would break out in all like the robot, the centipede, all that stuff. Anytime we would go out, and I loved it, loved that about her. She cracked me up. If I got down on the ground to do the centipede, my ass is not getting back up. I'm sorry, I said the A word. My booty is not getting back up. It's just not happening. What? Alrighty. There we go. All right. I told you, Nightbot, it sometimes doesn't register that you're chatting, so I have to go in there and make sure that's happening. And I just did. So we're good now. We're good now. I have not seen the Cook of Castamar. What is that, Ambi? Bev says, I love chili in the summer. Well, all year round. I stuck up on chili mix, like, because they don't have it in the summer. I understand that. And I do love chili a lot. But I have learned that we have to space out the chili because apparently I don't get enough fiber in my diet, and it's a little painful whenever I have too much chili altogether. I make a white sausage chili that's amazing. Love it. I haven't made that in the summer. And then, of course, we like regular chili. And our regular chili has like 5 cans of beans in it. It has a lot more beans than it does meat, which is why I have to be a little, space that out a little bit because it can get a little painful. Wanda says, don't have one. A go-to dance move. Me neither, Wanda. I feel you. AJ doesn't have one. Whatever makes sense, whatever makes me move. Exactly. I don't. So Lina does not dance. And Lina, am I saying that right? Is it Lina or is it Lena? Which way should I say that? Bev says, I said to a friend, I can't dance. He said, yes, you can, just not well. Gotta love honest friends, right? Ambi says it is so good. Do you like historical drama? I love historical drama. I am less interested in that than sci-fi or fantasy, but I still love historical drama, especially a well done one. Inga says, I say move. Inga, speaking of that, Inga. Oh my gosh. You guys, hang on. Oh, where is it at? Oh, here they are. Inga. So I ordered some stitch markers from Inga a little while ago. It took some time to get here, but that's only because it was international. You know how that goes. Oh, I have no place to put this now. Hang on. It's my little box of tools, right? We lost the lid for this one, or actually, I think my husband accidentally grabbed 2 of these and only 1 lid at the Dollar Tree. Hopefully, they didn't charge us for both of them. But anyway, I'm getting use out of it. So, Inga, I ordered some, but she sent them to me before I paid. But I did pay her, you guys. I did pay her. So, here are the stitch markers that I got from Inga. All right, so they're so pretty, you guys. Hang on. All right, so here are, oh, I got to turn the Hello Kitty one back around. Okay, there's those. Look at how pretty those are. And this one's a fairy. Oh, the fairy got turned around. So there's the fairy. See if it'll. Oh, I got to get my face out of the shot. Oh, it's not wanting to focus, but there's a little fairy on this side over here. And then, okay, and you know what? When I saw this one, the green one that I'm going to show you, I loved it, Inga. I loved it. Okay, so, and Inga knows I love my animals, so little paw print. And then look at this one, the Africa, or I keep pointing them wrong. The Africa one. So that's, and it's shaking. I'm sorry. But that's in Africa. That's Africa right here on, well, the other side. That's Africa. And just so, so pretty. I love, love, love it. And and then finally there, and I she knows I love fantasy characters, so she did fairies. There weren't many dragons. I do have a dragon one that I need to make, but here's two more fairy ones. Look at how beautiful. And I love the antique and the silver both. Let me see if it'll focus if I get my face out of the picture. It doesn't want to focus. But anyway, so there's two more fairy ones. So, so pretty, Inga. Thank you so much. What? They're not from you? Oh, okay. So that's a different Inga. I'm sorry. I thought it was from you. I thought you had changed your name. So forgive me on that one. But I know it is Inga. So it's probably a different Inga then. But I love these. So it's from Ingrid's Inspirations. Here. There you go. And, you know, that's what happens when you get old, boys and girls. Your brain does not work right anymore. I don't think my brain ever worked right. Thank you, Inga. I appreciate it. But that's where they're from. And I really, really, yes, I love dragons. And I did find one dragon charm here, and I just need to make my my stitch marker. I just haven't, I got all the stuff to make stitch markers. I just haven't been able to yet. I will. Hi, Lou. So nice to see you. I saw that you entered my fairy giveaway. My first time here. Hello to everyone from Vilonia, Arkansas at Lulu's Treasure Trove. Awesome. Welcome. I love having you here, Lou. Thank you so much. I do. Those are so cute, those stitch markers, aren't they? Ingrid. Yes, I recognize her beads. Yes, Ingrid. I'm so sorry, Ingrid. I'm the worst. But she's blonde. I remember her face. That's that. I'm better with the faces. I'm like, I know you by your face, but don't ask me your name. But I love the beads. Love the beads. Okay, so going back here, set in 1700 Spain. Ooh, I like that, 1700 Spain. I'll have to check that out. So Lena, got it. So your name is Lena. Sorry for mispronouncing it for a little bit there. Whatever will embarrass the kids. Amen to that, Emmy. And that was answering the question is, what is your go-to dance move? Excuse me. Historical from the BBC. Okay. Jamie says, I don't make a huge deal over everyone's birthday except this kid because it's the longest living person with my son's disability was 4. Today, my boy beat that by 10 years. Today, he's the longest living person. I find that so amazing and such a blessing, Jamie. That, yeah. Each year is a gift. Each new year is a gift, and I don't blame you for making a huge deal out of it. I mean, you want to make a big deal out of each kid's, but like that one is like something. So I understand. Karen says, I grew up in a community that was mostly German descent, so used to love dancing polka. That's awesome. So much fun. I love that. Bush's Chili Magic. They marked it down in the spring. Bought 8 cans. Oh, nice. My dance move is just me moving my body, Ibby says. No actual moves. Me too. Ouch. Okay, and I got a little off on the... Okay. I have a kitty leaving me. There we go. She's like, I'm done with you, Mom. Actually, I'm done with you, grandkid. Is more like it, or grandniece, because she originally belonged to my grandma. All right, I am going back down. Ingrid makes beautiful items. She does. Those are gorgeous. Ingrid, and I'm just Here we go. Ingrid's Inspirations. And that's her email right there if you're interested in any that's hard to see actually. Let me see if I take it out of here if it'll be easier to see. It's Ingrid at live.co.zo or ZA. Ingrid K at live.co.za. I'm going to make sure of that. Yeah, that's an A. Ingrid's Inspirations. I'm still a baby. Wait till I get to your age. How old are you, Karen? How old are you? I am, you guys, in case you didn't know, I am, how old am I now? 46. I'm exactly 30 years older than my daughter. My daughter was born 1 month before my 30th birthday. So honestly, I keep up with her age and I add 30. That's what I do. Jamie, happy birthday to your little miracle kid. This is from Barbara. May he defy the odds for many more awesome memories to come. Yes. Okay, so is this the name of the show? Ambi, La Cochinera de Castamar. Is it in Spanish? I don't do I think there's only 2 movies that I've watched and enjoyed that were captioned. And that was Amelie. I love that one. And Pan's Labyrinth. If you guys haven't seen Amelie, that is a beautiful movie, as well as Pan's Labyrinth. They're both gorgeous. The beautiful cinematography. Amy says, I do dab like nobody's business. Amy says, my 17-year-old says, don't do that ever again. Awesome. I love it. That's when it means that you're going to be doing it every time you are in public with that 17-year-old, right? Ingrid also has a YouTube channel. Yes. Do you, Maribel, what is Ingrid's YouTube channel? I will look it up and I'll link it below. Yes. Lou says, such a heart-touching story. And yes, Jamie, happy birthday to your miracle child with many more to come. Yes, she's in South Africa, which is why she sent me that one with the African the continent on it. I love that. So it does take some time to get to you, but they're beautiful. Karen says, I'm 72, so you're the same age as my son. Oh, got you. Okay. Okay, so I do have some time to go yet. Exactly. Emmy says, yep, that means you do it every time. Ingrid's Inspiration. Okay, so it's the same as the name on here. It says Ingrid's Inspiration. So that's also her YouTube channel name, and then that's her email address. So yes, everybody go check Ingrid out, and I'm going to look it up really quick and get you guys the link. There she is. That's the Ingrid. Yes. I don't know why I was so messed up on that one. All right, I'm getting you guys the link right now. Right now. There we go. And AJ says, Jamie, celebrate away. I can understand. I have a terminal illness and was told I would not live to see 24. I'm going to be 52 this Christmas Eve. I have defied everything the doctor said, and you keep defying away, AJ. You keep defying away. Lou is 56 last month, so y'all are still babies to me. Oh my gosh. I'm not used to being the youngest one in the room. Inga says, maybe you like me. I always recognize you, Inga. I like you, of course. And I like Ingrid too. And I don't know why I was confusing the two. Probably because my brain doesn't work half the time. I think I said the show was a book adaptation. It is a book adaptation. Yes, you did say that. But does it have Is it all in English? It's all in English, right? Because I'm not, yeah, it's all in English, right? I'll go check it out. Lou, Lou is one of my middle names. I have two, but it's one of my middle names. No, oh, you have it up here. I'm not in another language. I'm on episode 3 or 4. There's only been 1 or 2 times people have spoken Spanish. Okay, and I don't mind that. I don't mind some other languages, but if the whole show is in another language, I tend to drift, unfortunately. Probably because I do stuff while I watch TV, so I need to. I don't keep my eyes on the screen. Yay! AJ is the youngest in the room so far at 31. Actually, Amber is the youngest in the room, I think. I think, Amber, you are in your 20s, aren't you? Oh, is that your middle name too? That's awesome. Yeah, I was actually after one of my grandmas. Yeah, I was gonna say, Amber says I'm still younger, might be the youngest one here. I think you're in your 20s, right? Right, MD? AJ says, now they say it's the meds, but before the meds were killing everyone. I think it is the support and keeping a good attitude, the best the best you can, that helps the most. So keep celebrating. Amen to that. That's right. Terry is 65. That's awesome. AJ used to say, I used to hate my birthday. You hated your birthday. Oh my gosh. I can't even imagine. Did you hate it like up until you passed that and you kept passing that point? Is that why you hated it? Because it was like this, like it was marking time on your life? I'm curious about that. And I only have a few minutes left, you guys. Oh, you're 34. So you're not the youngest one here. But why did I think you were in your 20s, Amber? I'm the worst, right? I just make up stories for you all. I'm just like, oh, this is my friend Amber, and she's in her 20s, and I'm just making up your life stories as I go along. Oh my gosh. I feel 33. I like that. That is a good age. That is a good age. I agree. All right, you guys. So I am almost at the end. And I know we got a little like, I didn't ask too many questions today, but I think we had some good conversation. I hope that you guys feel the same. I really appreciate everyone who's still with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And just remember, tonight we are not having the yarn hookers. We are on vacation for this weekend and next weekend. I think I'm still going to do my live Saturday mornings. I think I'm still going to do that, but we will not be live for the yarn hookers in the evening. Yeah, my brain's gone. Oh, if you haven't yet, I did join in Christmas in July fairies. I am a fairy. So I do have a video out there. Make sure you go watch that video, comment in the comments so that you can get your semi-finalist win, possibly. And then you can move on to the finalist drawing later in the month. But the last day for that is on the 14th. So that's coming this week. So just remember that. All right. I am going to show you one more time what you can choose from. And then I'm going to do the drawing, you guys. And I'm running just a smidge over today. All right. So you can choose this tassel. You can choose this coaster. There's a gigantic button. And now the rest of them are all buttons. Little kitty cat buttons. Unicorn buttons. And a cross between like a firefly and a butterfly. Those are also buttons. Ladybugs. Force babies. Flowers. Handmade for you with love. A set of 3 wooden buttons. These are like what's the last thing left of the original giveaway stuff. This and the tassel. And then kitty cat heads. Okay, so that's what you have that you can choose from. Did I see? No, Ambi, I didn't see. Can you email it to me? I got far behind in the comments, so I did not see that comment. I skipped over some of them so I could get kind of caught up. Yes, Ambi, Christmas in July Fairies 21. Yes, and I think Ambi's doing it as well. Yes, and Jamie is absolutely correct. No yarn hookers tonight, but Ginger's going live in that same time slot and having a special guest. So, and that's over at Yarn Geek. And that she should be linked down below because I keep the yarn hookers linked in my description. So she should be linked down below. All right, I'm going to do the drawing because did you hear my computer just told me it's 1 o'clock, which is when I usually close out. So, and I'm getting hungry because my body says, yeah, you eat lunch at this time, lady. Come on, let's go. All right, let me go ahead and go over here and do this first. Sheila! Oh, Sheila! I didn't realize that you were in here. Did you make a comment and I totally missed it, Sheila? And hi, Mama Swift. How are you? That's so awesome, Sheila. I'm so excited. Hey, yes, you did. You won. So Sheila, I need you to shoot me an email over at hookedtotheleft@gmail.com and just let me know what you would like out of what I showed, and then also give me your address where I need to send it to. But yeah, congrats, Sheila. Yay. And Mama Swift, I am wrapping up. So I'm so sorry. I know you just popped in, but I'm so sorry. I am wrapping up. But yay, congrats, Sheila. I'm so excited. So shoot me that email and I will get you whatever you choose. Okay. And if you need me to email you and go through the description of them again, or it's I usually do it a few times during my live if you want to watch the replay if you need to do that. You've been lurking. Okay, Mama Swift. Well, I appreciate a lurker because I do that sometimes myself. So, all right, you guys, I am headed out for today. You guys have an amazing day and thank you so much for being with me today. Bye-bye.